Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we are going to get into the next 7-day love outlook starting January 26th for Cancer. So today is Tuesday, it's going to be until next Tuesday, which I believe is February 2nd. Take a look at what's going on with a particular connection that you have with somebody. All right, Cancer. This relationship or this connection that you have could be coming in just now, could be new, it could be a reconciliation. It could be whomever you're with currently in a loving relationship. Whatever the case is, we're going to take a look at it. All right, guys? So let's get right into it. One more shuffle. And I do have this lovely fairy here. If you've noticed my regulars, it's actually a copper fairy. It's like crocheted out of copper. There is a link to the copperknit.com website. It's a friend of mine who makes these. They're absolutely beautiful, these little copper fairies. So if you're interested in that, if you're ever interested in some of the things that is on my table, you can look in the description. You'll get more information. All right, guys, the Hermit. Your person is coming out as, and you are coming out as 5 of Pentacles. All right, Cancer. They see you as a 2 of Swords, and you see them as a Page of Wands. They desire temperance, and you desire the Devil. And what needs to happen is the Knight of Pentacles, and for you, the 9 of Cups. All right, guys. So let's take a look. At the bottom of the deck, Cancer, we have that beautiful King of Wands. All right. So, King of Wands, let's talk about it. All right, your person is coming in as Hermit and you're coming in as 5 of Pentacles. So, they want to be on their own. This is a week that this individual is kind of really reserved. They're pulled back. They're wanting to be on their own. At the bottom, we have this King of Wands. I'm going to come back to the King of Wands. I want to go right into the reading, Cancer. You're coming into the week really struggling, coming out of a setback. 5 of Pentacles is a setback. It's there's a lot that's going on, but more than anything, it's a feeling of rebuilding yourself, right? In this reading here, Cancer, I feel like you are very much kind of coming out of clearly a financial setback, a setback in your material world. This could also be a little health issue. For some of you, I'm thinking and feeling that this is a health issue. And in as much as you are recuperating, you are healing, right? Pentacles not only rules earth and the material world and the tactile world and the world of work and money and business and the things that we look at, that we can see, with our 5 senses. It also rules the body, our physical health, right? And so here I'm thinking, for some of you Cancers, you're coming back from an illness. You're coming back, you're reviving yourself. You're coming back from a setback. Your person is very much removed this week. They're being very solitary. Now, how do you guys see each other? Well, your person is seeing you as, right now you're in the middle of making a decision. They're recognizing that 2 of Swords. They're recognizing that you're in a space where you're having to find balance. You're being really pulled between 2 options. Moon and Libra energy is 2 of Swords. And so for them to see you vacillating with that, busy with that, it's a feeling of you being really in a place where you are having to make a decision that's very emotional. It's a deep emotional decision. And you're trying to find the best way. You're trying to find a good balance between 2 options, between 2 worlds, between 2 ways to go about it. And oftentimes, 2 of Swords, the most important thing there is to remember is that really balance is what's called for. But you see your person as a Page of Wands. So you're seeing them, I want to say, retreating. If they're coming in as Hermit this week, you may be dealing, Cancer, with somebody who's very, very creative. They're very fiery, but they pull away, okay? Page of Wands. So you see them as Page of Wands, very youthful. But they're the type of people, I want to say, I'm feeling here, Cancer, this reading for Cancer is dealing with somebody, this relationship, right? This connection with this person. This person is someone who kind of pulls away from you, right? When they are making decisions, perhaps, or when they're about to start a new endeavor. In your mind's eye, though, you're seeing them as a Page of Wands, which is being really, really idealistic. You may be thinking they're being a little bit over-idealistic, okay? But in any case, this is how you're seeing them this week, right? Very fearless also. Page of Wands is the highest card actually in the deck for overcoming fear. Because the Page of Wands, in order to follow your vision, in order to follow your dreams, the first thing we need to overcome is that really basic fear of being individual, being ridiculed, being off on your own, failing, all of those things that are associated with following our passion, right? Is overcoming that fear. And so you're seeing them as very idealistic this week, and yet I feel like they're pulling away. Now, what is your desire? They desire temperance and you desire the devil. This is quite interesting. I want to say that they're desiring a little bit of reservation, right? Being tempered, not being pulled the wrong way. You're wanting some trouble, Cancer. You're desiring the devil. You're desiring to play with a little bit of fire this week. I feel like you're desiring to perhaps indulge a little bit this week. Indulge in things that normally are things that we would say, oh, don't do that, right? Whatever the case it is, there's a feeling that you're wanting to play a little bit with fire here. You want to play a little bit more. You want to play rough, all right, Cancer? You want a bit more. You want a bit more passion. The devil is all the major arcana cards have a lot of varying degrees of interpretation and various levels to them. And the devil does represent at its most primal energy, the same energy that we associate with creativity. Right? The energy that comes from the second chakra, which is located in the genital area, and that area, that passion, sex, desire, all of that comes from the same fire that our creative energy comes from when we want to express ourselves. Imagine that making a baby, having a baby, creating a baby is the highest form of physical creation, and it involves sex. And so the devil is one of the very misinterpreted cards out there, most misinterpreted, I feel. But in this case, you're wanting a bit more passion, a bit more excitement. I feel like Cancer, you're wanting that's what you're desiring, just a bit more. While your person is kind of reserved, right? They're temperance, they're wanting to remain focused. I think that what you're dealing with, Cancer, is a situation where you're dealing with somebody who is highly creative. And it could be that at times when they go into their creative mode, their creative channel, they actually act in such a way that is really not conducive to the relationship, right? You want more physicality, you want more to be more tactile, more physical, more touchy-feeling, more exciting, more sex, more passion. And yet they're in the middle of this creative endeavor and they're pulling away, they're being much more reserved, tempered, right? And this week I feel like they see you as a Two of Swords because you may be deciding to yourself like, well, what am I gonna do here with this, right? What needs to happen? Because I think, Cancer, what I'm also feeling, I'm gonna pull some clarifying cards in a minute too. I'm feeling like they're picking up on this Two of Swords because part of you is like, well, damn, I don't know if I want to put up with this again, right? I feel like you may have been through this with this person before, right? And it's like, you're kind of like, well, oh God, they're really going to start up now with this again. And I know what they're like. I know they're an artist or whatever it is that they get into. But damn, do I have to, every time that they want to do their thing, they pull away and I'm wanting more. And I'm already coming out of a period of sort of a setback, right? Five of Pentacles. You're already trying to build yourself back up. And so this is the challenge here. And I think why the reading has come out today. Now, what needs to happen? Knight of Pentacles is here. For them, and for you, Nine of Cups. So it's interesting. They really need to feel like they can get on with their path, right? This endeavor that they're about to embark on and they're about to get busy with is something that's very important to them. It has either to do with their work or their career. You can see that with Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is the most committed knight in the deck. He's going to stick with his path. So for them, they really need to feel like they are free to carry on with this path. And for you, Nine of Cups, really just being happy with the blessings that you have. Nine of Cups is the card for happiness and appreciating that happiness, appreciating the relationships you already have in your life. And certainly it can indicate that sometimes, certainly when Nine of Cups shows up, it indicates that you just need to be a little bit more, how should I say, not realistic, but just take stock. Right? Take some stock of exactly where you're at. You may be feeling like you're being denied some passion here with that devil, which you're desiring. You may be feeling like you're denied a little bit of something here. But at the end of the day, you got to get perspective, right? That's the word I was looking for earlier. Get a little bit of perspective of what's going on because your person is pulling away not because of love or somebody else, right? It's not like third party or that they don't love you anymore. It's because they are one of these type of people who are going to be focused on on what they're doing, focused on their vision. And that vision, you can see they're ramping up because you're seeing them as the Page of Wands. That vision requires a lot of their attention and energy, and they're going to be singularly focused on it, and it's just like, don't take it personal. All right, let's get some clarity. Show me what's going on in this love connection that Cancer has with somebody this week. Remember, this is also just a 7-day snapshot, right? So it's not a long-term prognosis or anything. It's just where the energies are at this week with a particular connection. So let me get some clarity on the Hermit. Show me Hermit. Yeah, 10 of Wands. There you have it. They don't want to feel oppressed. They're not wanting to feel oppressed with a lot of burdens, a lot of hang-ups, a lot of responsibilities. They're going to take their focus away from what they're doing right now. So that makes perfect sense that 10 of Wands is coming up. 10 of Wands is completion, you know, and it's like, look, in order for me to get on with what I need to get on with, I can't have all these burdens. And so they're going to very much be laying it down. Like, it could be certain responsibilities that they've carried up until now, right, that they're not willing to carry anymore because they have this other focus now. Right? So they may be even backing away from some of their responsibilities, or they may be backing away from some, I don't even want to say so much responsibilities, right? Because 10 of Wands talks about more or less burdens that you've taken on that aren't really necessarily yours. So they may be backing away from promises. You know, those type of promises that we make to people where we're like, oh yeah, I'll be there for you through thick and thin. It's not really their responsibility to be there for you, but they make that promise. And then life happens and there's other things that come along and they find that they don't have the energy or the focus to be there the way they had said they would, right? And so this is the kind of an example of what I'm talking about. And why they may feel to you, Cancer, like they're pulling away so much, right? But it's not so much that they're kind of just laying it down because they don't care. They're laying it down because they really need their energy for other things. They're pulling away for that. I do believe it is for that reason. Now, let me get some clarity on that Two of Swords. I want to know what's going on. Show me what's going on with that Two of Swords. Why did they see our lovely Cancers as a Two of Swords, the land of indecision? Show me. Eight of Swords. So somebody's being cagey. Somebody's being cagey. Somebody's really not communicating very well. Okay, Eight of Swords energy is there. Eight of Swords is like kind of like, look, pay attention to me. Eight of Swords is like, I can't help the way I'm acting. If you didn't act the way you acted, I wouldn't have to act the way I'm acting. So something's going on here with this Two of Swords energy. Let me put this here so you can see. Two of Swords energy, which is kind of like, they see you as kind of not being able to make the right decision, right? Kind of like being stuck in the land of indecision. That's how Two of Swords is really interpreted. Although it is the card of balance, and what we look to with the tarot cards often is like, you know, what is the remedy here, right? What are we looking to achieve? And so with Two of Swords, we're looking really to achieve balance, but the state of energy that that card represents is a state of not knowing where to go, not knowing which decision to pick or which option to pick, and being really sort of almost stuck, right? And so Eight of Swords is an energy of not really taking a lot of responsibility. So there's an issue here where somebody's not taking responsibility for themselves, whether it be you or your person. And that's really making it come across that they're unable to make the right decisions for themselves. And yet your person is going to be carrying on, moving on. Let me get another card, one more card I'm going to pull for this cluster here to see what's going on. Just a little bit more clarity. Show me. And then we're going to call this a reading for Cancer. Show me. Right, Six of Pentacles. So charity, right? Talking about charity with money. And so this is the issue as well, right? So I believe also for some of you, Cancer, you're dealing with somebody where they're the ones who make the money also. Okay? This could be vice versa, Cancer. Maybe you're the one who's making the money and you're the one who's really pulling away, okay, right? This is how readings go. It can be vice versa, but this is what I'm feeling, right? So some of you are dealing with somebody where they are the ones who really have the main purse strings in a relationship. So they are the ones who are really kind of, it's not that they're being charitable, but they are giving of themselves. And they don't hold this over your head, right, Cancer? It's not like they're saying, oh, I make all the money, so you gotta, you know, you gotta do what I say. And it's not like they're trying to play a power move. But the attitude I'm getting here and what I'm feeling here is that what they are saying is, look, I bring in the money and I'm making it very comfortable and I'm happy to share it with you and I'm happy to make this beautiful life for us, but you in turn have to give me this space to carry on with what I'm doing so I can continue to make money. Because at the end of the day, you see Pentacles energy here. This is really what they want. Some of you will be dealing with a Capricorn Cancer. Okay, or someone who has Capricorn energy in their chart. So they want to be free to carry on with that. They want to be free to pursue that. And they also, I feel, Cancer, if you're resonating with this, probably dealing with somebody who has a high degree of creativity that they employ in their work also. So you're dealing with somebody who's kind of a hustler and a money maker, and at the same time, they're an artist. Right? So they have this whole sort of way of operating. And so basically this week, a lot of this is coming out, and just don't take it too personal. And really, check here though, this Two of Swords, Eight of Swords, there's a little toxic communication, bad communication, miscommunication going on here. And if you're having any trouble talking with each other, it's really like, you want to get back to the point of who's responsible for what, and what are we willing to give to each other for this relationship to carry on. All right, my lovely Cancers, I am going to leave it at that. This is your reading for the next 7 days, January 26th to February 2nd. I want to say it's February 2nd or 1st. That's 7 days ahead. And if you got some clarity out of it, please like, subscribe, and share. Most importantly, hit the bell so you can be notified next time I upload, because I don't upload regularly. I'm trying to get back to a daily upload, but right now it might be every other day, every third day. So do hit that bell. But that's it, Cancer. I love you so much, and I shall see you guys in your next reading. Bye-bye now.